into the unexpected without some kind of an incredible individual performance.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Astralis going to be starting on the CT side, and it's actually the other way. It will be the other way around. Cloud9 on the T side. So big welcome to all of you here at ELEAGUE Premier. Hope you're going to invite your friends, and it's going to be a really good best of 3, I think, regardless. Cloud9, if they can get that pistol win on the T side, that's going to be big. They've fought a couple of smokes, but they're already going to lose. Stico down on that T ramp going down to Sip. That's a really big push coming his way. And now there's going to be chaos absolutely everywhere. Cloud9 have no idea where anybody's left right now. They're going to have to spend a lot of time even just recovering from this.
No, but you have to go back and look at the minimap after this. The response from Astralis on losing that, because Xyp9x can very easily get trapped from that kill from Rush. It's a very important kill to get on the T side, but then you can see the B defender rotates over towards the A bomb site. Xyp9x rotates back up to the top of Banana to meet up with his other teammate, and all the danger is kind of goes away. Cloud9, if they were on top of it, maybe if they have a little bit more practice, maybe we see it later on in their life, they could have really taken advantage with an aggressive, convincing hit towards that A bomb site and a timing where there was just one defender there, but they couldn't find it.
There's so many corners to check on Inferno if you lose track of the CT players that you have to look for, so I can understand why maybe they're a bit slow to follow up on this. 50 seconds now. Smokes are down, flashbangs into the pit where both the players are holding for Astralis. If they can get this first kill, that would be huge. Magisk actually coming off that first shot. Golden going to be taking down Glaive, and he can't even reload. They're all around him. He should have been dead long ago. He's going to get one more kill. I don't know how he's still alive. And finally, he's out. Sip going to be there with a kill on automatic, and that leaves it in a 2-on-2, but Magisk should have been dead 10 seconds ago, and somehow he stayed alive for that kill. That's a miracle play. And now let's see if they can get the retake in. Golden and Skadoodle trying to hold on and see if they can buy enough time. There's no kit currently picked up. That USP though on Golden could be big. There's Sip with one more headshot, making it a triple for him, and he's just looking to close out the round. Golden forced back around the corner, and now Device is waiting for him. Instant headshot as the Astralis are going to pick up the pistol.
Oh, that is a disaster for Cloud9. They had everything, and obviously, Magisk is so good in that pit. That's one of the few times you're going to see him just in an ugly sequence in that position. But you're right, if Cloud9 gets that kill earlier, if he doesn't find that one frag after the reload, they can control the pit, and that creates a whole different angle that makes it nearly impossible for Astralis to retake that, especially without a kit, without the utility. Big mistakes for the C9 side, especially there. Automatic getting caught out, staying a little bit too long in the open, and a solid retake. Astralis with the pistol. But it didn't seem likely. Cloud9's going to be happy with the plant, investing in some HE. He's going to try and, I would imagine, throw those towards the top banana with the best 3 spawns. See if you get lucky. Astralis does not frequently fall for that, and here they come.
I was going to say, only really Magisk, I think, is far enough out, so a lot of it. He's still going to get 1 kill, and a grenade in return from Glaive means they're going to be just fine. Still, I like the idea.
To be dedicated to that push from Magisk when you've already just had 2 grenades dropping your feet, that's huge. Good kill from Skadoodle, still the aggression of Banana. Xyp9x has to be careful, but he's just so confident with the cover of that board and the M4, and Skadoodle's going to get wrapped upon. And you think the push down mid on T-Pistol and now this aggressiveness in Banana, Astralis looks like they want to have some kind of, they just want to choke out any offensive tactics that Cloud9 has, any plan that they're going to have.
I'm not even sure if Magisk had any real plan there. I think his ears were just ringing and he was confused. You know, like even if his teammates were calling for him to fall back, that would never go through anyway. He'd be like, listen, got 10 health. Let's just do this.
They got Peacemaker in here. You know, piggybacking off the desk conversation of the desk.
Yeah,
really liking those Cloud9 jerseys.
I did a different kind of analysis because I like what James was saying about what the shirts were looking like. Yeah. But I'm not surprised that James went for the cheese grating thing because that's one of his many hobbies. So.
Yeah, cheese of the day. Yeah, I told him I missed those tweets. I told him I want those back.
I did too. I think James is on something there. Yeah. It's a good.
And obviously that U.S. Air Force logo looking mighty beautiful.
That is great. I really enjoy that. Let's see if they can make the crowd here. It's the 3rd round coming up, and they've picked up AK-47s, and they're lacking in quite a lot of utility. Especially those Molotovs to clear out corners on the T side, that's a little bit annoying.
You're going to be okay with this kind of a play, though. If Cloud9 stays this kind of grouped up and just very simple, head towards the B bomb site, and that's what you have to imagine we're going to see out of C9 is not anything like really detailed or complicated in terms of their strategy, but just focus on trading kills, focus on the fundamentals. You see Glaive here waiting for the counter smoke, so Cloud9, if they want to make this work, it's going to have to be some kind of a contact play, and they're going to have to go quick with this. There's one out. Golden with the opening kill. That's huge. And he takes down Glaive as well. Cracks open the bomb site, and Astralis can do nothing but save. All 5 players of Cloud9 will survive if they choose not to hunt.
Wow, that's really uncommon. I mean, if you were to replay that round 10 more times, there's a good chance that Sip gets the first kill instead. Glaive puts up the smoke, and then you know, they're stuck. So what a great opening for Golden.
You see that more and more, that kind of a take on the B bomb site when it's kind of like a contact play, but instead of throwing the smoke over the wall towards CT spawn, since that takes like an extra 3 or 4 seconds to blow up, that smoke from Glaive, the counter smoke, has time to plume. This time, if you throw it in that position, you get so much ground and you control Banana in that fashion. I mean, Glaive can't react in time. The smoke isn't even up. Xyp9x maybe gets caught off guard, expecting that smoke to help cover him, to be out in time. And Cloud9 are going to win an easy one. They're going to be able to build up money as well. And I imagine as we go deeper into this half now, Astralis, in response to that, will probably want to control top Banana a little bit longer into these rounds.
Yeah, but they were also themselves lacking in at least some grenades, so they probably wanted to try and hold on them a little bit longer than normally you would.
That's just a sick shot, isn't it?
Yeah, what a great opening. And again, the first rifle round you have, if you can convert that into a win right away, you know you're doing something right. Like, it definitely does reinvigorate the whole team. Even if you lose the pistol, you're going to be pretty good.
Especially when you consider the level of underdogs that Cloud9 is. It would be huge if they were able to respond and actually get economic control early on and maybe get up to about 5 rounds very early in this half. And then you just kind of have, no matter what happens for the rest of the half, no matter if you lose everything after that and you get dominated, don't get another kill, you at least have a comfortable amount of rounds to work with in the second half.
Yeah, I think Bardolph gave them 5 rounds and Yanko gave them 8 rounds. A little bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, you feeling patriotic today?
I'm always feeling patriotic. This one is, listen, even, yeah. Listen, it feels like a lost cause. I don't even really know how to put it in a nice way. I've lost the plot.
I appreciate the attempt anyway. I think
I was really trying to find something.
You took us on a ride there, Moses.
Just the microcosm of what it's like to be a North American counter at the moment. There's Stiko challenging Xyp9x at top Banana. Magisk isn't going to be scared by that at all, though. He's already starting to cheat back towards the A-bomb site. Second guessing a little bit. Golden, Skadoodle, and Automatic to control brackets with Rush in these holes. Running out of flashbangs, but they've got 4 smoke still to work with, so this is pretty solid map control for Cloud. They're going to try and split this B-bomb site. Huge entry kill for Golden, another opportunity, but it's a good trade from Automatic. Now he's got some space to work with. Magisk has peeled towards CT spawn and Xyp9x to defend the B-bomb site, but Rush and Automatic cannot find a way to meet up with them.
Just only 20 seconds left. They really need to make something work right now, Cloud9. They're slowly running out of time. They're starting to see if they can get back towards the A-bomb site. Magisk is close by, although he's falling back to B. Right now, the minimap is just the only thing that's telling the story at the moment. Device and Dupree have somehow left up inside the A-bomb site. Not a good position to be in. Dupree's going to be going down. Device, he doesn't even know where to look, and he's not going to get the bomb through the smoke. Otherwise, they would have won the round, but Device still staying alive. Magisk getting 1 kill. The reload, is he going to have time for it? No, Skadoodle will stop him. And now it's Sip, 1 versus 2, and they should not give him any chance to do this. Just stay hidden until he taps that bomb, or make him come look for you. Either way, it should be a round loss, and that's going to be the end of it. Automatic with the kill. Great round for Cloud9.
But on what an edge. That plant goes down in an unorthodox position inside the smoke, not the default plant spot, so Device's spam cannot take it out. You could see he was the last defender there. All he knows is he needs that 1 kill on the planter. Great round from Skadoodle, and obviously a great entrance from Rush. He was the only player that could have cracked open that A-bomb site in time for that to work, and once they called off the B-split, wrapping around, catches the defense not quite ready. 2 in a row for C9 early on, and Astralis back to the pistols. They are one of the deadliest teams that we have in Inferno defense with, you know, just utility, just smokes and the CZs and the P250s. They do a very good job of stalling players out and teams out. Unfortunately, they only have the 3 smokes. They don't have that full 5 utility purchase.
Just really well done from Cloud9 in the early rounds. You have to appreciate that. And Astralis, that having 2 people inside the A-bomb site like that is just a position you almost never want to be in. So uncomfortable when you lose control of the archway. You're going to get completely sandwiched in there. See if the CZs can do any damage in this round. Cloud9, it's encouraging that they're getting off to kind of a good start.
Certainly does make you feel a little bit more hopeful. There's a pop flash peek just for information. You can see Device considered going for this second. People don't want to commit to it. So one's been spotted on Rap side, one's been spotted now in the pit. 4 players from Cloud9 here, but they're patient. Golden's got the leash on, spamming through the smoke. They've down to 66, and Cloud9 going to work their way to the other side of the map. And Xyp9x has already used his smoke over at the B-bomb, so you can see it there on the mini-map. Device will be there in time, but no utility on him either, so it's left to the rest of the defenders. Magisk and Dupree to try and find some information with this boost. Rush reads the play.
even shooting for the smoke to catch the second player in that boost, so just absolutely aware of what's going on. They are walking into a three-man stack, although with the rifles, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. Good grenades as well to follow it up, and they're ready for that boost, so no trouble at all here. Cloud9 simply rolling into the bomb side. Device is going to try and get one kill before it's all over, and it's going to be Golden to close out the round. So 3 in a row here for the much underestimated Cloud9. People just kind of, I mean, all of us, I think rightly so as well, but it's great to be proven wrong in this kind of a way. Let's just see if they can keep it up. You know Astralis are going to be thinking about that next buy round.
The question becomes, when does Astralis get the rifles and the utility back in their pockets? Because I think they're going to start formulating. I mean, obviously, this team, you know, they're going to be able to adjust to any kind of obstacles that are put in their way. And this is where they're starting to talk about what are we seeing. And a lot of these tactics from Cloud9, if Astralis is able to read it, have essentially been 4 players grouped up on one side of the map, 1 player elsewhere just protecting the flank and protecting the map control that they do get. And it's just very basic. You play the trade game, you stay clumped up, and you just make the mid-round calls depending on what you feel. So they're going to have 1 more round against just the pistols. If Cloud9 can survive that one, they have Skadoodle on the op already, but Magisk doesn't look worried even a little bit.
No, they're just laughing. Admittedly, if you know what you're doing on Inferno, you can have a great T half. You can really get some, like a lot of rounds, and you can win the majority of your rounds even on the T side. So Astralis probably know that as well.
You have to say, though, the strength of this Astralis team through this dominant run, hold it on. There's the aggression, but Glaive can't get it done. Golden recovers just in the right moment, down to 12 HP due to the utility, and he's going to get dropped. Good trade from Device, a follow-up nade, follow-up spam as well, does decent damage. But no one else falling across the map. I was going to say, Astralis, their strength through when they've been such a good team in this portion of the year has been on their CT sides. They've usually been very, very dominant on their defensive halves. All of a sudden, Cloud9's got to 3, so still a ways to go before it's a good T-half, but...
I suppose we should bring up this point as well, because it's kind of a Counter-Strike classic. When you've got this kind of a standard situation, it really is not uncommon that you'll be playing better on T side than you will on TT side. So maybe that's something to look forward to as well for Cloud9, that their CT side could be
a little bit rough around the edges, we'll say.
Yeah, because when you are playing the same position in the same team with the same teammates for a long time defensively, you get sort of a feel for how the rest of your team moves, so you know what areas you can give up, you know how they
react in certain situations.
Exactly, right? And you lose that when you've got to stand in very quickly.
Well, it's decision time for Cloud9. 35 seconds, 4 players up at brackets, 3 players defending for Astralis with Magisk back in pit. They're doubled up on rap side, and Skadoodle with the op is going to head right at him. He's going to let the AK go first, but he's got the nade in his hand. There's the swing. There's the cover. The follow-up from Skadoodle. There's those reaction times coming to play, and it's just Magisk with the deagle inside the site.
Yeah, really well done. Don't think there's a lot you can do. Going to miss the first chance, and with the deagle, that's usually all you get. Sip going to be left looking for exit kills in this round. Doesn't really matter that much if he loses the C75. He's going to be able to buy the next round anyway, so maybe just hoping to steal something if he can, or do a bit of damage. Neither is going to happen. Cloud9 now up to 4 rounds. My God.
Well, we'll see. Here's going to come the test, and especially because Astralis is calling a tactical timeout. They would like to discuss things even further, and that's got to be a worrying sign.
Yeah, I mean, for some of these top teams, I think actually this is one of the things that we've always said about the teams that make it to the very top, is that they really can change the trajectory of the match a lot when they do these timeouts. Yeah. So if I was Cloud9, yeah, I'd be maybe a little bit worried, but at the same time, you can't really think about that too much. The game plan you have right now, it's working. Just keep doing it. Still believes the roster will work out. You do love that. Yeah, why not? I like the faith. I do like the faith. And ultimately, when Golden came into the Fnatic lineup, I actually, because he was coming in as an in-game leader there as well, and he had to in-game lead for Flusher and JW and all the rest, I thought, what a task to be put at, to in-game with someone who's like that much of a veteran, and also maybe a little bit stubborn. And he did really well really early on. Like, it wasn't like 3 months before you saw Golden do anything cool. It actually was pretty quick. So that's great news for Cloud9. If he could sort of pick it up early, just do the basics and stick to that, I think that's a good sign. It's also interesting to think. I know, talking with Thorn the other day, was just he's saying things like, the players kind of say that, from the outside, that Golden's impact is overestimated or we go a little bit too far with it. Nice shot from Device to stop Zico. So, I mean, in one other way, this is a big test for Golden. Now, coming into this Cloud9 team where no one expects anything, this is going to show us, his true worth. This would be phenomenal if he's able to turn this team around. Yeah, absolutely. I guess that would have been his ex-teammates or what? That would have made that point.
I don't know. It's you know, Duncan sources, so.
All right. I feel like that would.
I wasn't part of those discussions.
I feel like they might be slightly biased, slightly colored, so I'm just gonna take that with a pinch of salt. Good Molotov in the corner. We talked about those earlier. You do need them on Inferno to check out all of those different corners. Now, 45 seconds, and they got so close to the hit card. This is a great position to be in when you're on the T side. Explode into that bomb side. You see Magus getting caught out, flash in his eyes, and they're just going to run in automatic with 2 big kills. Now it's just down to Device. Absolutely great third before he actually goes down, and with the bomb planted, Device is going to be left alone on the B bomb side. Not even any reason for him to join this fight. When you get that close to the A bomb side and the CTs don't even see you, that's just such an advantage.
I cannot believe that he got that 3rd kill. I don't know where that came from. That spin had to be so fast for Glaive to go down on the rotation. I think that caught him off guard. Really, really rough. Nice hit, and that is looking far more well-oiled than you would expect, than you would think out of this Cloud9 team. A great Molotov to force Magisk out in the open. The flashbang's just a little bit staggered so that as soon as he avoids the flames, he gets blinded. And no one else can really do anything to help him. And then once he's out, they only have to focus on the bomb site. So Device is going to keep the ops. Skadoodle has his still. That'll be a 5th round for Cloud9 very quick. Yeah, right here, automatic. There's the first, and oh, they just lined up for him. He's just able to transfer it over. Thankfully, Zipnik's there to shut it down, but that's when Golden pounces on the flank, and some frustration from Astralis.
Yeah, I think we just had a bit of a communication issue there on some of the software, so hopefully that'll be sorted out and we can get right back into the game, but it should just be a brief delay. I'm not gonna lie, right now, Bardolph has to be a little bit worried, Moses. He picked up 5 rounds.
Well, I think even Yanko's gonna be worried with his 8. It's looking like Cloud9's gonna be able to fly past that one.
Yeah, but if they go past, Yanko's still going to win, right? Because just who gets closest. So even if they win...
So we're doing like a whole Price is Right type scoring.
Exactly.
Okay. I gotcha.
Maybe James will object, but he doesn't have a say in this, unfortunately. Oh, no. Stiko getting caught early on, and all they have to put their hopes on is that 1 AWP. Now, they picked up the AK-47 as well, but this is the kind of round you cannot ever give back to Astralis.
It really is. I mean, you say they only have the 180 to rely on. It is in Device, and he's incredible. And I think more than anything, with the kind of frustration, with being down 2 to 5, I think we're going to start seeing more risk taken by Astralis in other portions of the map. And exactly that. Glaive is posturing to come right through that smoke at the base banana. Now he's just through. They just need the smallest of resistance from this defense today. And Magisk might have just provided it. The flank coming in very quickly. Skadoodle has the bomb. There's the shot, but he doesn't complete the kill. And I think that might seal it. Good kills from Astralis, and they're holding on, and they have turned around in their favor. Device misses the shot, but he can't get anything else. A 3rd round from Astralis, and they're starting to get hot. That's Zonic, as we all know and love. The big, while we continue the bear theme, the big bear, big Danish bear.
Absolutely is the big. We don't have any bears in Denmark. I think Sonic could eat almost any animal that lives in the wild in Denmark, no problem. He'd just be winning that fight every single day. Yeah, he's a bit of a beast, and honestly, if you're Cloud9, you've got to wonder if is that the turnaround? Is that one of those moments where it all switches? Because that was obviously a bit of a blunder.
Well, I think it's going to put him on notice that Astralis isn't just going to sit far back and wait. Look at Golden. I mean, neither are they, but he goes a bit too far into the flames.
That was so dedicated, wasn't it? Like once you're running in fire to complete the mission, you're just it's a real trooper.
Well, I mean, fair play to Skadoodle with the response headshot and Rush is waiting for that push, and he gets it. Dupree walks right into. That's the A defense. It's all gone. Wow. Skadoodle got that kill towards top mid, and Rush finds 1 kill, and they didn't assume. I mean, they had so many players in Banana, they're not really in a position to capitalize on that and get into the A bomb site quickly, but it's going to come. It's going to come now, just a little bit delayed. Zipnix is going to be the only defender, and he's very exposed in this position. Yeah, you can get some creative kills, but can you get the 2 to 3 that you'll need? There's the first. They know where he is now in a big trade. Blake might just have to give up this fight. He can't find a kill right here, but he does get it. Puts Magisk in a 1-on-2.
Yeah, but look at the damage he did on Skadoodle. That could have almost been a double. Now Magus going to have to try and see if he can roll in. He's got the Molotov, so he can actually clear out a big corner here, but he's just going to look forward to that AK-47. Leading the charge here, and the spray is not good enough, and Stiko will shut him down, and Cloud9 bringing it back. That's a huge round to win. That is going to be such a weight off their back, giving it up in that last round, but this kill and the 1 on Dupree, great beginning. All right, that's a way to watch an American game as well, isn't it?
Steak and eggs, is that an American breakfast?
I just think just steak in general. That's what I meant.
That's ours? Yeah, that is quite a way. I like that.
I'm just going off what I, you know, just general theme modes. I feel like it would be.
It's much better than beans, that's for sure.
Yeah,
UK breakfasts are really awkward.
Yeah, they are. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, Stico now gonna force his way in, and Astralis has forced up a purchase. Op still on Device, which probably gives them confidence to go for it. And Zipnix with the UMP, but Device is gonna stick around. Oh, that's a great timing to find. I think it's the second or third time he's gotten that pick at top banana with the AWP, so fair play to him. Stop dueling Skadoodle delayed down mid. Just go to the B bomb site where you're finding your frags.
Yeah, Golden again being kind of aggressive early on, which is it's fine as long as it works. But if he continues to sort of find his end up there, gotta switch it up a little bit.
They've actually had a pretty decent amount of success, all things considered, of banana control. I mean, obviously, this round would just be so crippling if Cloud9 won it. Like, because this is a reset of the economy, of the Astralis economy, if Cloud9 take this. So that would be a disaster. There's a great pop flash. Astralis even, I mean, Device even has like 3 seconds with which he can adjust when he finally realizes Automatic is in the corner. All that's left here is Cloud9. This offense needs to attack this B bomb site. It's Glaive and Zipnix to defend, and they've got smokes. They're going to have to go through this, and they are. Stico pushing through, but down low, and there's Zipnix from the other angle.
UMP doing the damage, Glaive with the kill, and Zip will follow it up. That's a good double kill for him. They're having a brief discussion, and they do want to go to the double orb, so I was wondering about that, but they managed to... Oh.
Toss it away, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, nice kills from Device early on, the opening 2 kills. A
Only
little bit of a smile, a little bit of a face palm. I'm not quite sure what that whole thing was.
Sonic screaming out in the back saying, let's go for 9-6, let's make sure that happens. Do a little bit on the fly translation here, Mo.
I like that. I'm glad, you know, we found a use for you after all.
Yeah, who would have thought? Glaive charging on in and gonna find Stico with the rest behind the smoke, and not really a favorable fight for them. A lot of grenades landing on Golden and Skadoodle. Not exactly the kind of birthday present he was hoping for, is it?
No, I mean, he's had a pretty good start in terms of a birthday present.
Yeah, but I mean, live hand grenade.
That's a different animal altogether.
A little bit aggressive.
Yeah, that's fair play. Nice kill from Dupree, just controlling the spray. And now you have to wonder, we've seen these rounds from Astralis before when they've encountered some difficulty, and now it just seems like, you know, they've gotten kind of locked in. They've set their feet, right? And this is where, it's like that scene in, what is that, in 300? In the initial scene when they rush into the Spartans,
yeah,
and they set their feet, and then they just go for that group call for push, and then everyone just, all the Persians get flung back.
Yeah, I
Cloud9
like
are the Persians in this analogy.
Really not feeling very patriotic, are you? I'm just saying. I'll do, I like the analogy anyway. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I feel like we should do that again sometime.
I did go through a period where I watched all those, like, mythological and Greek warfare, like Troy, 300, all the good stuff, even the sequel to 300.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Meg is going to have a good time in the middle. Way too much of an impact, and Device covering his flank, so no one able to walk up the middle to take him down. Even with the return frag there from Skadoodle, it probably will not be enough to change the outcome of this round. Very, very difficult to come back into this one. If Astralis just play it safe now, I don't know how you can change this.
You turtle up into the site. You could even play double pit over towards the A bomb site, and just feel very, very safe. 2 versus 4. 1 flashbang and 1 smoke. The op on Skadoodle. Tough part is Zipnix and Glaive, again, they've done just such a good job of keeping their economy, and that's the benefit of having that aggression down mid and having the success of those initial fixes. You don't have to feel worried. You don't have to use your smoke. So they've still got 1 left. They've even got a Molotov when that goes down. They can run this clock pretty low. Glaive might even use the Molotov to force Golden out. No, and there's he spots Skadoodle. Golden's going to try and come through, but Zipnix boosted up. That's far too safe a position. And Device is going to shut Skadoodle down on the retreat. There's the angle being held, and it's all tied up.
Yeah, pretty exciting. They're going to be happy about this return, Astralis. I think now they're feeling very confident. Again, you could see on their faces as well when we get the cameras on them. They're just laughing and having a good time. 6-6, the scoreline. I
think you've got to be, I guess, worried maybe necessarily isn't the best option for the C9 team because they have their 6 rounds on T-side. That's quite good. I just don't think they're going to get another round after this. I mean, it's good in the context of you know, just T-side on Inferno.
All right.
I think. I'd be happy with 6.
You always were a bit of an underachiever as well, so I mean.
It is against Astralis, you know.
Yeah.
You say underachiever, I say realistic.
Well, I think we could get there, Moses, together. You and I.
Great entries from Golden. He did indeed start things out for the Cloud9 side very early on. That helped them get to the early lead that they jumped out to. I think it was 5-2 at one point.
Yeah.
Now it is a 4-1 run for Astralis.
Yeah, and that tweet might have proven prophetic because they really have stopped showing mercy for a while here. That's a mean grenade to stop automatic, and let's just see. 6. It might be enough. If they can win the pistol in the second half, right? Then I'll agree. I think 6 can work. If they lose the pistol in the second half, then I don't think it's good enough.
Okay. I see.
So I'm just adding a bit of a qualifier to
Right, yeah, I gotcha. Another kill from dupreeh, another opening kill. And Astralis is really taking control in that realm of the game as well, with some of these opening kills going their way more often than not in these past 2, 3, 4 rounds. And Device even holding now with the op. Cloud9 just with the pistols, they're going to have a decent amount of cash. They're going to be fine with the buy in the next round. Most players hovering right around 2,000, and they're going to get that 4-round losing bonus in their favor. So,
oh no! Actually, that was a friendly Molotov. He almost burned his teammate. That was dupreeh almost getting roasted by I think it was Device who threw that one.
It's just a handicap. Yeah, that's the face of a man who missed through a Molotov.
So I'm sorry, drinks are on me. Can happen even to the best of us. It's just so unfortunate, isn't it?
Oh well. Plenty of money for Astralis. Device up at 7,000, Zipnik's at 8,000. They have no problems with their cash flow. 2 rounds left in this opening half of Cloud9 taking on Astralis, and indeed the entirety of the ELEAGUE CSGO Premier. Flashbang's going to head up mid to kind of prevent any kind of a pick coming out from the offer of Astralis. If he was going for that, it doesn't happen, but there is aggression in these holes. Magisk doesn't have a teammate at stairs. He's got Device far back. A lot of faith in him to be able to get that shot off quick.
Yeah, if Device misses his shot and somebody comes up the stairwell on the left-hand side, Meg is just going to be dead almost immediately. So, a bit of a tense moment. You could see Device essentially scoping right under his arm. So, this is going to be very quick, and it is. Device will take down Golden. And now the retreat is in. They just make it back around the corner before automatic is there. That could have been very close. Still, a 4-on-5. And Cloud9, they don't want to try and chase it down. Instead, they lose one more player. The Molotov is up, and Device almost could have had that third shot.
I thought he was going to be able to get that one off. Automatic inside of a smoke on the wrap side, waiting for his moment. Flashbang comes through. I don't think that was as clean of a flashbang as he wanted it to be. Decides not to push through wrap, not to take that gamble, and dupreeh has picked up the op, and he's going back for more. Automatic and Skadoodle to try and wrap around with the bomb.
dupreeh's actually proven in the past that he can be quite good at oping, so you don't want to underestimate him. It used to be almost a meme at one point in time, and then he kept doing it, and it kept working, so now we can't even make that much fun of it anymore. Almost lining up as they get 2 kills. Somehow dupreeh goes down as well. That could be a huge turnaround, but Meg is getting one. A bit of damage as well onto automatic. Jumping back into the bomb side, he goes down, and leaving Glaive alone with 20 seconds. They're going to have plenty of time for the bomb plant, and because he's so far away, they even have time to find their positions. He's made a bit of noise, so Rush already knows where he is. This should be an easy win, this 2 versus 1.
You say that. We've seen crazier things. Rush going to get aggressive, not going to let Glaive get into the bomb site, so it is indeed an easy win. And now Cloud9 and Astralis, one more round to dictate who goes into the second half with the lead. Very well done that from C9. That was a 3 versus 5. Device got the 2 opening kills and then dropped the ball.
Yeah, incredible turnaround just in that single round. Really well done. I can't believe that they managed to turn it. And Astralis, I mean, if you had to put a bit of criticism on them, even when they get those first 2 kills, they are still fairly aggressive. I mean, Sip, I guess, was being run down by Arch, so maybe not so much his fault, but the rest of them kept peeking towards Catwalk, or towards Quad. They kept sort of doing that. They were a little bit more aggressive than maybe you would have wished for. Missed shot. Just barely makes it back again, running through the fire at top Banana. This time Stiko instead of Golden, and it still is not really working.
Another opening kill for Astralis, and despite the fact they dropped the ball in the previous round, they are very, very good at winning the man-up situations when they find the first kill.
Where are you on running through fire, Moses, in the game of Counter-Strike? What's your position on that?
Not a huge fan of it as the go-to tactic for the entry.
No?
You know, 20 seconds into the round. There are definitely situations where you have to go for it, but
I bet it sterilizes things, though. Like, you're not going to catch any diseases or anything.
Yeah.
But there are other downsides, for sure.
Yeah, that's...
Oh.
It's good find from Zipnix through the smoke. Obviously well versed with that angle.
Automatic down to 14 health as well. Obviously not such a good time at the moment here. The last round of the half might just go in favor of Astralis, which I think all things considered, they're going to be pretty happy about. Not even making it around the corner. More fire, and this time nobody running through it.
Outside of a couple rounds down the stretch, I think you've got to be, I mean, there's been a couple cleanup, a couple dominant rounds from Astralis, but Cloud9 overall is obviously going to be very, very happy. Losing the pistol, a round they probably should have won if we go back to get set about that after the fact. But it certainly like scrounged 7 rounds together despite losing the pistol to Astralis, one of the better defensive sided teams. That is impressive. Device 17 kills, he was great with the AWP. The aggressive nature from Astralis in the middle portion of that half to kind of get them back on track was very well done. Skedoodle 13 kills, Automatic with 11, Rush with 9. It's the 2 stand-ins at 6 and 3. And on the other side, Device 17, Zipnix at 14, and Magisk got 11.
Have you ever played an official game on your birthday, Moses? Does it make you play better or worse, do you know? Has anyone kept stats on it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with it.
No?
No.
You don't wake up feeling like, you know, a little bit extra? We've had like a string of birthdays recently that have happened on top of big games. You Get Right, Have One.
Yeah, but the problem is you always remember the games on your birthday that you do well in.
Yeah.
And then the ones that you don't do well, you just kind of shrug it off, don't you?
I'm just saying maybe there's some science to be done here, you know? I'm not saying there's anything magical about it.
Well, I mean, I think you are implying there's something magical about a birthday if everyone's going to play better on the birthday.
Maybe we get like an astrologer in here and try and see if we can we can figure this out. You know,
I actually have an astrologer I could call up while I'll ask.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's a worthy.
Everyone needs an astrology guy.
I didn't even know that.
Ooh, going up for graduation. Well, congrats on the graduation or on the graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's the first step in life, isn't it? Does exclude you from working in esports. Only failed people end up here, but you know, it's for the best, really.
We'll take them. We could use more successful people.
More successful people. All right. Well, second half is going to be coming up between Astralis and Cloud9. Of course, a best-of-3 game, and it's only map number 1, and it's only the first half that's really done. But still, I would say Cloud9 showing a lot of promise really early on that T side. The CT side, as I said, I'm a bit more worried about that. I actually think it's going to be. I think it's going to be ugly, Moses.
You think this half is going to be ugly for CT?
Yeah, I think so.
That's very possible. We talk about it all the time. The communication, the theory crafting isn't quite there. And I think Rush in that interview said they've had what, 2 weeks with Stico and less than a week with Golden, I think it's been. So it's not like they've had a whole lot of time to kind of get this figured out.
Maybe they put Stico and Golden like in B alone, and then the rest can play as if though it was the regular team. How about that?
Okay. I still don't think that would necessarily work. Because you need to have one of your stronger fraggers, I feel, to be like the anchor of that B bomb site, right? Like if you look at every other team, like the people they play in that B bomb site, they always have one of their best fraggers there.
But if you put them somewhere else, it looks like Golden's heading to that A bomb site. Then they have to move around a lot more.
I would imagine it's going to be Automatic and Stico at the B bomb site. I could be very wrong. We'll see. Rush here, close up, to jump over to get information. I don't know if he spotted all 3. There's Rush with the CZ. That one's easy. Oh, even gets the follow-up, but Zipnix responds even better. And they're going to press the issue. They should not be slowing down, just waiting for the smoke. And it's Automatic, 10 HP. They know exactly where he is. He's got no chance in this one. He's just trying to get a shoulder peek and a one-tap. And indeed, he almost finds it. That's the bomb site to Astralis.
What a turnaround from Sip. He was lethal in that first pistol round, and he's doing it again now. 3rd kill for him. Golden's managed to sneak far into the corner, but the USP is looking for one tap here. Can he do it? No, he's out in the open. Glaive will shut him down. Skedoodle not feeling particularly welcome at the moment. The smoke is going to go away pretty soon, but they actually have another one that they're going to put up, so that's a bit frustrating when it just stays smoked for like good 25 seconds.
It's just Astralis being able to funnel you to exactly where they want to fight you. So many crossfires able to be set up. Really cool as well, Astralis delaying the plant to ensure that they can take out Golden and just have an even better advantage. He gets caught in the open. Skittle trying to back away. Device obviously not going to let that happen.
I'm so impressed that Rush got the 2nd kill. Like, it happened so quick, but that should have set them up for some sort of victory, shouldn't it?
Yeah, the Zipnix is just like, he is like that kind of like, hold my beer. Like, nice 2 kills. I got you in return.
Do robots drink beer? Just to blend in, I guess.
Probably something out of an oil can.
Yeah, something like that. He's, yeah.
They do have like the Foster's oil cans.
Yeah? Well, maybe we should get him one. He'd be playing even better.
Device. We'll see if he's going to run through the flames. No, he's going to stop. So he knows what's up. Almost gets caught behind the fire. Good recovery.
Yeah, leading with the SMG, which is always advised, just in case you lose it. Not the end of the world. Skadoodle and Rush hanging out on the A side of the map very hard. They're not even really in position to help each other out, so now they can a little bit more, but surely the grenades are going to change that picture.
They need some kills here. They need to try and get this hold underway. There's the first one for Rush and Skadoodle, but Skadoodle goes down and Rush can't come through the smoke. He's just going to play it safe. Might want to even think about saving these weapons. Cloud9 fully invested into this round. They've lost both pistols, but at least in the first half with the plant, they were able to buy up on the third, steal that one away from Astralis. Here on the CT side, because of this investment, Skadoodle has 1,000. He'll probably still be saving for the op, obviously, but after that, you're going to be missing some of those smokes that are so necessary on Inferno.
Automatic found device, so it's only a Mach-10 that's lost, but still, do a little bit of it. He's got the body armor, so he could maybe carry it into the next round. Rush is going to be going down. Just a question of how many rifles they can take away towards the end, if they can get anything more on the board here. He's got a Deagle primed at the moment. Oh, Mach-10 kill as well. That's a lot of money for Automatic. He's going to be very happy about that one.
That might be the difference between, you know, having a couple more nades, that extra bonus money there. So fair play for Cloud9. Not too bad of an outcome, all things considered. 7-10. That fourth round is going to have to be very strong for C9 to get into this. Mach-10 and UMP still on the board for Astralis. Those SMGs going to help go to work on these anti-ecos.
Yeah, I'm worried about that fourth round here. Cloud9, when you've been buying upgraded pistols and stuff in some of the previous round, even some Kevlar, it means that fourth round it's not going to have all the Molotovs. Like it's going to be a little bit bare bones.
And it's just tough to handle that when the fourth round is such an, like, they have to win it essentially. Yeah. Like at that point you're letting the best team in the world get such a big lead on you. So next round is going to be huge for Cloud9 if they want to stay in this, or if Astralis comes right into the stack, perhaps we can see some magic. But they're going to scout with this Mach-10. Smokes lined up. Device knows exactly the angles he can peek into, exactly where he's safe. One kill, the follow-up flash, so he knows there's two. Jumping over now, he doesn't see automatic. There's another kill, though. And Astralis is still letting him do his thing, and why not? He's got 3 kills, and now they realize where the fourth is, and it's all over. Stack from Cloud9 is busted up by one player and a bunch of teamwork with those smokes.
Yeah, really well done. A lot of money in his pocket in that round. We're going to go to an 11-7 scoreline. Yeah, I definitely think that's true. I think their T side is going to be pretty good. I agree with all of this.
Yeah, I trust the man with the troll Mona Lisa avatar.
Listen, at least it's not an anime avatar. That's when you know you're in trouble.
That's when it's gone too far off the rails.
Yeah. 19th round. AWP on Skadoodle, as we said, the fastest eyes in Counter-Strike, at least out of the people who've tested yet. Unable to get that gap shot, although that is definitely not easy. And he didn't really lose much, so he's just going to be falling back a little bit. That does show the AWP really early on, so Astralis at least know that that's in play.
They had to assume that it was going to be on the board for Cloud9 if you're Astralis, but it does definitely give away the game that it's at the A bomb site. Now they just kind of have to figure out if they want to attack right at it at the A bomb site, or if they maybe assume that he rotated over towards B. No one protecting Banana for Astralis. They did get control. Minute and 14 seconds as they jump up towards brackets. I think this is just going to be a hit. They have the UMP on Glaive still. He can lead the way. He can be mobile. And yeah, this is going to be suffocating. Slowly restricting into the bomb site. One player inside the site. That's Golden. Rushes there as well, but Skadoodle is locked out. Golden has to do everything. Skadoodle trying to get involved, but he can't find a target. And Golden is holding on as long as he possibly can.
Held down to the low ground, and they didn't even see it. So somehow he actually gets a couple of kills in there. 3 of them in total. That's so impressive for Golden. He was very isolated in that corner. Sip just waiting. Ooh. Somehow Automatic gets the headshot on him. It looked like Sip had the better angle, but not this time. And now it's all on Device. 1 versus 2. First one comes running through Stico. Not waiting for his teammate. Automatic on the other side of Device. Looking to close it out. 25 health left. 1 bullet here for Automatic. Should be enough, and indeed he's going to be able to do it. Taking down Device. The wide peek around that box. And that's a massive win. Picking up the AWP. Cloud9 staying in this game. That's the round they had to win, Moses, and they did it.
They absolutely did, but only one player surviving is such a tough way to be able to build upon it. We know Astralis off the back of Device getting so many kills with the Mach-10 is going to have a lot of cash. This was great from Golden. I don't know how he did such a good job inside the site. You could see Skadoodle trying to be involved as much as possible, but he was heroic, and he's probably the only reason why they were able to win that in the 2v2.
You get a sense as well for how much information matters in that sequence, because the first two players that fight Golden, they call to the third player that he's on top of the box. So when the third guy comes in to look for him, he's looking on top and Golden's fallen down on the low ground. So just that little difference is enough that he can actually get that third kill.
Gives him that little like half second or so. Or
Yeah, exactly. It's not much, but
I guess when you look at the average reaction times, it would be the 0.28 seconds.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what this game is all about, Moses. Just gotta bring it down.
It's a game of 0.28 seconds. Glaive going to be trying to work around the edge of the smoke. Golden's got to be aware of that. Now, will he be ready to get right into it? He's going to oblige Golden, but takes off his head. And dupreeh has somehow lurked his way into CT spawn. This could be so deadly. This could actually change the round for Astralis, but Automatic is ready as well. Cloud9 have found a way to make this work.
Yeah, good on Automatic's brain for being ready for that one. Normally, you don't really find T players sort of wandering around in CT spawn that early in the round. So normally he would be probably just on autopilot, just, you know, sort of going back to library or something.
I thought certainly dupreeh was going to catch one off guard. So yeah, that's very good communication for a team that talked about Golden not having to call for an English team in the past. Deco's used it up, Device gets dinked. Not taken down, but the AWP is here. Now the utility being used by both sides to hold off this hit as long as possible. Good shot from Skadoodle, and this is slowly just being strangled away. When does Automatic come through the smoke? He's biding his time. There's the first spins. And Deco's got the second. They do have to recover that AWP. That's pretty important. They're able to get that, and they do.
Good hold, just overall good individual fights. Not having to deal with any kind of shenanigans out of Astralis. When you just win those first fights, you know that they can't really do much. So overall, a good return here. 9-11 the scoreline.
That's 2 rounds of just like pure danger for Cloud9. Of like almost like map dropping losses, where if they had lost that fourth, and then with only one player surviving, if they had lost that ensuing, the round that we just saw, or even if they take too many losses, because now with they had what 4 players survive, you can build up some money. You can see the Molotovs, the smokes are in there. They have the kits as well. Skadoodle got to be a little bit careful with the off, but actually Golden's the one who's picked off, and this has not gone well. This could be a disaster, Enders.
Oh, definitely is. He's running back. Skadoodle gonna get caught. Rush doing his best. Great transfer with the FAMAS, but it's not enough yet. Still a 2-on-3. And Automatic winning that fight against Sip in the middle. They've picked up the FAMAS. They've got the AK-47 there on Astrala's side, but an absolutely scary round coming out here. Astrala's so quick to wrap around that A-bomb site. And Cloud9 just not ready for it. Can they get this retake on board? They have a smoke. They have the kits. They're running out of time very quickly. There's a Molotov as well on Megis. That's the smoke on, so the Molotov could be absolutely devastating here. Device can't see it. No one can see anything. And it's going to be a couple of kills anyway. Doesn't even matter. Automatic making it around the corner. Cloud9 now going to be very close to equalizing the score here at 11-10.
Who threw the flashbang that just wrecked Device? That
Don't know.
Is the winning utility usage there. What a job. Stico and Automatic, that's 2 big 2v2s that they've won in this game. First in the 4th round, now in that round to save the day. Cloud9 take a lot of losses, though, at Astralis. That is a very good effort, even in a losing effort. That is a very well-done job considering what they brought into it.
Yeah, they do an enormous amount of economic damage, and it shows on the scoreboard here for Cloud9. It means they've got their backs against the wall in some sense still. If they lose this round, it's going to get ugly. Double up, though. Could be interesting.
Could be the answer. We'll see. Automatic at the corner. Nades coming out. Double nades on him. He misses the shot. Taken down. Great utility usage from Astralis. Now Stico's got to do it all. Smoke is actually going to keep them back. And I think that's a team flash that delayed him just long enough for that smoke to really become a secure wall for this B defense. You have seen Skadoodle rotate over. Makes the A defense susceptible. It's 2 players in lane, and they're about to get pinched.
Well, Glaive is out. Stico doing a remarkable job over on that side of the map. Recovering and then some. 4 versus 3 now. Stico still holding the bottom of Banana, which allows them to get Skadoodle all the way over to help out his teammates. So strong defense. Oh, that Molotov though, he's gonna have to fall back out. Not sure if anyone heard, but if he got caught there, that would have left the B-bomb side completely alone. Another Molotov, my God. What kind of game are they playing?
Oh, it's got to feel so bad. And dupreeh, I think, was close enough to hear some of those footsteps. It's got to at least call that one is cheating over towards Rap side. And still Astralis, 40 seconds, plenty of time to confuse Cloud9. And they're going to slow play this. Rush inside the bomb site.
Why have they slow roasted Stico? That's so mean.
I mean, it's so smart, right? Because once you get that kill, it means the map opens back up. Someone has to be honest and stay anchored at that B bomb, so you can't cheat anyone back to A because of the early warning system, and you have no one there to gain information or have a fast flank. And now this hit becomes so much more dangerous. Golden with the job to do. Xyp9x doesn't clear, but Golden misses the shots initially. Rush still alive, can't even find one. Another 2-on-2 to retake at this A site.
Golden's very close by. He wants to be there in time and maybe see if he could catch them. dupreeh almost got caught. It looked like he was just going to be stumbling into the lane. Now Skadoodle coming in from the other side. He's got the CSET 75 out. Another very difficult retake here. Out of utility except for the one flashbang. Is it going to be enough to set it up? Does catch dupreeh. Can't really see anything and trying their best. There's dupreeh with one headshot. And oh, there's Skadoodle picking it up. Double kill for him. Very close. Dropping for the AWP instead using the CSET 75. That will tie up the scoreline at 11-11. Cloud9 somehow have made their way back in the game. I can't even believe it.
Skadoodle gave him the double tap. That was just like one bullet gets the dink. This is great bait. That's Golden just pulling by the attention of Magisk and allowing Skadoodle then, just allowing his teammate to do the job for him. Keep Magisk attention, who's supposed to be watching rap side, but he can't really do anything when he's getting shot at from lane. So well done, and you have to say as well, I mean, not really able because of Golden's positioning, even though it took him a while to get that initial kill in the 3-on-3. The fact that he's wrapping around lane so quickly, you'd see dupreeh with the shoulder peek, wanted to get out, wanted to get into pit.
Yeah.
Golden's position is a little bit of aggressiveness, keeps both players in the post plant stuck in the bomb site.
Yes, indeed. Now that's an avatar I can get behind, Moses.
That really is. I like that one. I would listen to anything that man says.
And he's saying exactly what you're saying. Him and Automatic have been pretty good in the retakes.
Yeah.
And he was kind of, he became the subject of a lot of blame when he was playing on mouse sports, didn't he? Like, people just sort of all the time pointing at him saying, and I think it even got to him. He was on social media saying, you know, he was feeling the pressure of people sort of saying he wasn't doing good enough and all the rest of it. Definitely doing really good at the moment. Now Rush coming in, CSET 75 leading the charge, and there was a headshot almost on Stiko. A lot of damage anyway. Automatic up on top and just raining down death onto Device and dupreeh. That's going to cancel out that push almost entirely, and he's looking for more. Quick triple for him.
This is not ideal, though, if you're Cloud9. Bombs going to get planted, and rifles have been salvaged. This is still very doable. 2 smokes for Astralis as well that they've recovered, and unfortunately, I think they just used them. No, they used one for Banana, so it's okay. Cloud9, this retake is going to get slowed down as they have pretty much the full bomb timer, but they have to be careful behind these smokes.
Yeah, still one left on Glaive now, setting up. Molotovs going all the way over, actually, a lot of them, so really good homework being done here from Cloud9 to know all of those grenades make it. A lot of targets and the fire damage as well, but it's not going to be enough. Rush with a good double kill. They are very low on health, but ultimately it will be the round to win, and now Cloud9 are in the lead, 12-11. Who would have thought this at the beginning of the game? I mean, they averaged a good start, but it looked like Astralis sort of just came right back into it. They were in their groove. They were doing everything right.
Yeah.
Now?
I mean, it comes down to exactly what we said is that, you know, Cloud9 got that early start, which was great. It takes a lot of pressure off them as well. Because, I mean, if you're a new team like this coming in with 2 stand-ins, not a lot of practice, and you go down something like 6 or 7-0, just in your head is kind of like, yep, this is pretty much what we expected. Now, it's still even more impressive that Cloud9 has been able to weather the storm. They've been able to keep piling on, even on the CT side of Inferno. This has been great from them. Phenomenal retakes in 2 versus 2s. Some pretty decent initial holds as well as Magisk puts out a Molotov. And who is going to come alive for this Danish team?
But it can't be a Device every single round, can it? He's already been doing a very good job. I think Glaive and dupreeh are a little bit towards the bottom of the board, so it'd be nice to see some of them step it up. And indeed, dupreeh going to be able to pick up one big kill there on Skadoodle, so that's going to bring it back 4 versus 4 now, and got so much time still to play with. Oh, look at dupreeh. That's a big play.
He is, and we said he was going to step up, and even if he's not getting a volume of frags, just the quality with a play like this. Any kill he gets in this position is high impact, and Stiko has no idea. But dupreeh's going to be able to wrap around A. If he finds a free kill here, that is going to cause massive amounts of rotation, and dupreeh has so much. He's got such good map control. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to see anyone just yet. There's Golden, not ready for it. Good response from Rush, but he's got to do more. Molotov to delay things. Going to get forced out, and now he goes for the fights.
Device there to catch him with the AWP. Just those grenades forcing Rush out of the pit. I mean, what else could he really do? It looks like Stiko and Automatic, that duo, they're kind of low on health on Astralis' side. I mean, this is not impossible if they're really quick about it, but they might not realize just what the situation is. And I I think they're just looking for exits at the moment.
I think that's a good call. I just checked the money to see if this might be a save scenario. They could be able to drop some guns, but I think the bigger thing is take these weapons away because again, Astralis hasn't been able to solidify anything. Like you can see, 5 in a row. Make sure they're very weak when they reset that losing bonus. They're gonna go right at Stiko. He's got a big job to do. Here's Zipnik, low HP, turns the corner, head taken off. Glaven device up next. Glaven's gonna come in and he's able to find that kill. Swings around the corner. 12 to 12, all tied up down the stretch.
Yeah, good job, I think, in that round. dupreeh, again, if you're falling back from a quad like that one player was towards the A-bomb side and you run into, you get shot down from library, it's very hard even to know what kind. I mean, you can obviously call it someone's a library, but you don't know anything about the rest of the setup for the T side. Like, you're so confused at that point in time. And
those are the kind of miscues that we talked about that might be worrying with Cloud9 CT side still very early in this lifeline. The fact that they, that wrap side, you need to have eyes on it at all time to prevent the play exactly like that. And just some miscue on the rotation, a mistiming of who's covering what. And that's exactly how dupreeh can take advantage of it. 12 to 12 and another important buy for Cloud9. They've had a number of them throughout this half. They're going to be out of money if they can't win this. So they're investing and they have a shotgun and a UMP on Skadoodle and Stigo.
Listen, Moses, we're long overdue for that Max 7 sequence. I've been missing those a bit.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, I feel like,
I saw one on Reddit the other day where she got like a 3 kills with one Max 7 shot. It was
yeah,
on
I
this
remember
map
that
as well. Yeah, it was good.
So maybe that's what's in store for us here. I feel like it's time for one of those. Certainly help out Cloud9 quite a bit. Those pellets, they do a bit of damage when you're up close. Could definitely ruin your day.
Skadoodle and Golden on wrap side. Rush over in the pit. There's that UMP close up. Golden trying to bait them into maybe chasing him down and allowing that UMP to go to work at close to mid-range. Same with Automatic and Stiko in the B-bomb site when that shotgun playing close up with the first oranges.
Well, a couple of grenades coming through, forcing the Arch players a little bit back around the corner. That's a great grenade, though. So much damage onto Device and Glaven. Look at the clock as well. 30 seconds on it as they're starting to make their way back towards top banana. Maggie's been holding it for a while, but still, they might just run into that Mag 7 automatic as they're on the other side as well with the Molotov. He's going to put it down with 20 seconds left. Astralis just don't even know what to do right now. They're so confused, and they might have just lost the round just based on that one Molotov. And they come through now. Close range. The Mag 7 is there. Going to chew off Glaven first, and could have easily been a second kill. The boost has been caught, though, and Meg is somehow turning it around. A big double kill. And Sip going to be taking down Skadoodle. That leaves Rush and Golden. 3 seconds as the bomb does go down. Astralis cutting it so close to the end of the round there. But now, Cloud9 are in trouble.
That might be the knockout punch from Magisk. What a huge kill. I'm not even sure he noticed anyone going up on the boost. That was a delayed setup to try and get him up there quickly to help out. Mag 7 just doesn't do enough. Cloud9 can't go for this. Rush is so far away with that kid. He's already bailing out to the A-bomb site. There's no chance that Golden escapes. Even if he gets this kill, it's going to give away his position, and Astralis will surely hunt him down. They will not let him survive. He's going to have to work for it. 2 kills. You might as well go for this if you're the Vice. Find the frag. Got him low, and you're just going to bail out.
I think the bomb's going to catch Golden, yeah. Just a little bit too. He's on 6 health. That's a little bit heartbreaking because he was doing such a good job.
Yeah.
And they really need that rifle. It's not just a little bit inconvenient. It was going to be 1 or 2 rifles that they would have had in this round. Yeah, 13 to 12.
They're going to have to save. Magisk was even just pre-firing that boost, and you can see Cloud9, they're trying to just barely hold on to that B-bomb site coming through those smokes over by Coffins. All of Astralis on the other side just waiting for those exact plays. 13 to 12. Cloud9's going to have to let the Danes get up to 14 before they can really fight back. That, or you rely on Rush, and actually, you're putting him in a position to make a play and a half. He's pushing down mid at the moment, over towards the bench, looking all mid. The question is, you always have to ask in this position, when is the timing that Rush actually turns towards mid? Oh, and there's the jump from dupreeh. Hard target as he crosses, and Rush is... I mean, the only way to say it is Rush is kind of screwed in this position. There's no way for him to fall back. He's going to eat so much utility. Skadoodle doing his best to help him out, but it's only a matter of time.
Oh no, a bit of a team kill there. Automatic taking down Golden. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but just the fog of war, I guess. They were just a little bit confused.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everyone's trying to do something at that point, right? It's just trying to save your rifle that's stuck down in mid.
I mean, for a really long time in that kind of aggression for Cloud9, Astralis actually didn't know what was happening, which that's the big ace of the sleeve if they don't know what's actually going on yet.
That's a great route to run from Dupree even in alt mid. Is just you know, sometimes you clear that, you know, you do like the hard clear, you're actually looking for it, and that time he just runs across very fast, and it seemed like it caught Rush off guard. It seemed like he thought it was going to be an easy kill. Dupree not even checking for it, and just the fact that he's just difficult to hit gives away the position. Sticko would love to get an AK-47 out of this. I don't think he will.
No, I doubt it as well. But he's certainly trying to play the most out of some of these rounds. He's pretty much locked in at the moment.
I mean, this is smart from Astralis, though. Is like you see them like just slowly clearing out the map and meeting up together, and no one really moving except for Glaive on the other side towards that B bomb site, and they're just saying, you know, we know this is a low econ. That's how it happens, Anders. Just like that. But they know like one of the huge advantages they have is their economy, so just make sure there's no ability for him to save any gun they could have found. Make sure there's no ability for him to salvage an AK-47 and really crush all the hopes and dreams. Now up 14-12.
Yeah, Mr. Giffel, just you know, on the side of teamwork.
That is a substitute teacher name if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Mr. Giffel. That or a cat.
Giffel is like a thing we eat in Denmark. I'm just saying. It's like some sort of candy thing.
Okay.
They're pretty good. I'll treat you to one day, Moses.
Great. I love that. There's automatic running back through the flames. It's a lot of pressure on the B-bomb site very early on, and that's certainly, I mean, I was going to say it would probably force utility out of these B defenders. Unfortunately, you know, automatic doesn't have anything left. Sticko has got to hold on to that smoke a little bit longer, and he's actually going to put out now. Not even the best smoke in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to convey, I guess, if you haven't tried it. But just having to hold on to those smokes is more difficult than it seems. You know, feel the pressure. If you hold on for it too long, then they might just push their way through. But he did throw it out pretty early on, and that's obviously going to come back to bite them a little bit. They've got one smoke, one flashbang left on the Cloud9 side, and if they can't get these kills right off the bat, then Astralis are in a great position. We
talk about that concept frequently about this map, is you have to find a way to put pressure on that B bomb site without dying early on in the rounds for that exact reason. Now when they rotate back, remember previously they somehow still won a round where automatic put that Molotov down and, you know, 30 or 25 seconds left. This time they're going to hit the bomb site with around 20 seconds left. Actually, they're going to go back towards A, but yeah, there's no utility on these B defense. Even if they were to hit here, there's nothing they can do, and that's going to force an early rotation. Cloud9 already bailing out of A.
Yeah, but Skadoodle's kind of lingering around. Now would be a good time for him to really step it up. Golden with almost a great double spray down. That could have really worked out. And Skadoodle catches a bullet, and now they might just want to save the rifles to try and fight for overtime, because 4 versus 3, they don't have any more grenades. They don't have any kits currently in the game, I think, so they are just in a little bit of trouble. Automatic actually gets caught by Device. I don't even know how he gets that kill, but he does. And he's currently at 29, just one away from dropping that 30 bomb, which we always love.
We do love those. I feel like he'll probably get it. Just one kill and like the... Ooh, okay. Skadoodle's found one. There's the Device, and he's dropped as well. Good hold. And I think that might be it for Astralis in terms of chasing down these weapons. I don't know why. They have such good money. You might as well go for it right at the end. Make that last round a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, I mean, if these rifles disappear for Cloud9, then that's it. There's not really going to be anything left. Skadoodle holding on tight to every single one of those kills, and going to be able to do a good job at the end there. Saving the AWP. They'll have that and the M4, and not very much else. This is always a bit depressing, I feel like, when you've got to make that last stand and you don't have enough for it. And the last 3 rounds have been like that for Cloud9.
I mean, the painful thing in the previous round for Skadoodle is like, it makes him look like he's the one who's made a mistake to rotate over towards the B bomb site. But when everything is on the line, like, you are a little bit more jumpy. You have 2 options there. You try and cheat over to the B bomb site, or you just say, guys, no matter what happens, I'm staying at A. And just good luck with that initial hold. And there it is, a double kill, Skadoodle. He's going to start this round out great for Cloud9. Last-ditch effort in round 28, and Skadoodle has them in a very good place.
Yeah, there's a birthday present if I ever saw one. That's what you want. I put Astralis on notice. If it goes to overtime, that would be a fun moment, I think, for Cloud9. That might be the kind of energy they need at the end of this game, which has been a bit of a test for them already. Astralis, I guess, on Inferno, it's just become the most common thing that if you lose 1 or 2 players, you go B.
It's so easy, isn't it? I mean, because at this point as well, you have to assume that it's going to be just 2 players here. No one's going to cheat away from the A bomb site when you have that player advantage. The closest is what Skittle's doing right now, which is kind of like hovering halfway between keeping his eyes on Rap. And 2 easy smokes can block off the choke points, but it's got to come down to these entries. Here they come, Astralis, turning the corner, automatic far back, automatic boosted up. Good headshot on the Zipnix as well. Skittle rotating into position. There's still that SMG hiding in the back. Skittle just needs to make some noise. He actually tags Dupree, and now it's all over. Cloud9 is gonna stay alive as Stico picks him out of the air. That's 15-13.
Yeah, really well done. Just no panic at all in that defense on Cloud9, even if they had a good setup with the grenades raining down on top of those orange boxes in the front. Still didn't really matter.
That's great. That is a quick shot as well as he slides out.
Yeah, really well done. 15-13 and the 29th round, and now Astralis are running out of money.
Well, here's the thing. I questioned why Astralis wasn't chasing down Skittle a little bit more aggressively in the previous round, and I may have made a quick error in my math. They don't have a whole lot of cash behind this buy ender, so maybe that's what they were kind of trying to figure out when they were hunting him down, and those 3 kills that Skittle had to kind of save his ult. Now turns around into a double in the previous round, and now it puts him in a position where if Cloud9 win this, Astralis are having some cash flow issues.
I was going to say, on the other hand, though, leaving the AWP alive in his hands.
Yeah, there's the other thing, right? If they had taken away, there's no chance he gets that double.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Suckers.
Let's see if they can make this work. It looks like Device and Dupree kind of want to jump down and face Rush in that pit. That might be a good call. If you get the right flashbang in, you could be down there pretty quick. He's just waiting for a Dupree.
They don't have a Molotov this time for Rush to force him out of this position, which we saw very effective last time. You are, if you're Rush and automatic, actually, Golden is in a very difficult spot to hold as the CT defender. He's pushed up halfway through lane, and he is the only man there. No chance for help if they eventually attack his position.
I was wondering if Glaive was going to try and flash in from the middle, though. I think he is actually setting up for that flashbang, so we'll see if that's going to make any kind of difference. Instead, it goes into the middle. Now 39 seconds. Taking a fair bit of grenade damage. At least 3 or 4 players on Astralis are a little bit softened up, and they head back the other way. Stico has a smoke and a Molotov. That's a lot of stoppage.
Well, yeah, there goes the smoke, and that's beautiful. And the good thing is, Skadoodle, that's even better. The right decision for him. Rotate into the bomb site. If you stay in CT spawn, you're going to get smoked off. Now, there's got to be the Molotov. It comes out, but it's a little bit late. They're already past it. At least the first player. Skadoodle's going to help him out. He knows one more. Good recovery, and they've done it. I think they've held the fire burns down Dupree, and there it is. Cloud9 going to take us to a 30th.
My God, that's such a good defense, and you're right. It was a little bit late. The first couple of players made their way through. Now they managed to deal with those, and then it kind of became a wall. Clock has run out, so Device lose. Oh my God. If he loses that AWP, he only has the $250, and that's it. He gets no loss bonus, and the AWP is gone. So that was a big no-scope. 15-14, 30th round coming up now. My God.
Reminding me of the Boston Finals.
Listen, that's one thing that, I mean, Astralis probably don't want to think about that major, I imagine.
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't want to think about that major. Even Cloud9 probably doesn't really want to think about that major.
Back when things were good, you mean?
Yeah, back when they were flying high. Life was easy. 15-14. Nicely done from C9. Off the back of that up from Skadoodle starting in that round, he saved it. He's now caused the economic issues in this round, the double kill with the peek down banana in the previous round, and in that last round that we just saw, he had a phenomenal hold with a couple of kills to help Stico just buy some time to get in a position. Zonic, one last attempt as the timeout comes to a close to hype up his boys. 30th round, they want to end it in regulation.
See if they can do it. That would be obviously gut-wrenching for Cloud9 if somehow the Danes managed to pull it back in this last round with pistols, a Galil, and AWP. Really not a lot of weaponry being pulled out here on the Danish side. Picking off or using Device as the way to sort of get into a bomb site. That's not such a bad plan, I think.
Giving him time, they put him in this position, right? And basically you're just saying you get, 30 seconds to find a kill, maybe even more, depending on when he's going to get smoked out. And he just does a casual glance around to see if there's anything, and he doesn't actually spot anyone. Gonna fall away, but a nice little variation to try and find an opening pick. I mean, if you look at the weapons they have, it's really the only weapon you can rely on. The Galil, not the most precise or accurate the way an AK-47 is. Now a lot of bodies to force automatic back and force Stico to rotate to this B bomb site to prevent a stack, and Device has the angle on Skadoodle. Pressure all across the map for C9 to deal with.
They saw each other, so there's just a quick exchange of information over on that side. Wonder if they can make this one work. They need one of those really big kills to open up with 40 seconds now on the clock as they gravitate back towards the A side of the map. There's a great triangular setup here for Cloud9. They've got pretty much every position covered. And Glaive going to be going down to Golden. That's the first step in the right direction here. Looking for the overtime is Cloud9, and it looks very likely at the moment. Look how many grenades are going down towards Quad just to stop Astralis from doing anything. And time is simply running out. 19 seconds, 18 seconds here. They need to make a move through, and finally they take care of Golden Dupree to open it up. But still 2 more on the site here. 12 seconds now on the clock. Skadoodle getting 1 big kill. Knife is out. He's going to take Device down. 6 seconds left, and Skadoodle, he may have just done it. The no-scope to close it out. And we're in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. What a miracle here. 26 kills on Skadoodle. Knives and no-scopes. What a great way to celebrate a birthday.
That is such an incredible impact Skadoodle has had in these past 4 rounds of this map to help Cloud9 get back into it. This is craziness. He knows he's done the damage. He comes back for more. 15-15, and Golden hyped up as well. Cloud9 snatched away that victory from Astralis, and now they've got to fight a little bit longer. Money issues disappear for both teams, though, in overtime.
Yeah, they do absolutely, and I mean, Astralis obviously have been here so many times that I think mentally they're going to be just fine, but in some ways I think that'll reinvigorate Cloud9. They've got to feel like, okay, now's our chance.
Well, yeah, they've got to be very, very pleased with this, so here we go. Skadoodle now 26 kills for him for the birthday boy. Automatic down at 23 and Rush at 20. They've been in some desperate situations, and Cloud9 have really clawed into this game. 31 kills on Device to lead the server. So he's got that 30 bomb in regulation.
Yeah, him and Skadoodle really on top of the scoreboard, and we just saw a little bit of social media praise there for Skadoodle as well. I don't think it's unwarranted at all. He's been playing a great game.
Absolutely. Well, even just down the stretch, like you can tell when Cloud9 needs some rounds, like he doesn't always provide them, but like he is one of the bigger impact players on this team when he's playing like this. And that was lights out. Those last 4 rounds, you can't find a whole lot to criticize him for. Beautiful job from him. Flashbang going to force him off the angle. Double up setup for Cloud9 on this defense. And I think the last time we saw this, Automatic ate a couple of nades and a bullet from Device. Here it comes again. He doesn't want anything to do with it. This time not sticking around to take the damage.
It's sort of a gambit that Astralis have come up with. They grenade that corner and then they peek it at the same time. And if you're an AWP player there, if you stay, there's a chance you're going to get grenaded. And if you, I mean, you sort of like it's just really tricky, right? Like do you want to sit down while the grenades are landing around you to try and get that kill? You can if you want, but the chance doesn't really work out so well. And great. I think there was a friendly Molotov as well, forcing Dupree to sort of play awkwardly at the corner. Somehow Stiko running through, chasing the kill, and he goes down, and oh my god. How does Dupree win that fight?
Yeah, you can't lose that one if you're Golden. Automatic up next, looking for something, and Glaive was just barely hidden from his vision behind that board for a half second. That wasn't a friendly Molotov. That was actually a planned strategy from Cloud9 to retake the top banana, and it worked out beautifully, obviously, with the first kill. Going for more, though, trying to get through that smoke. You're kind of going for the all-or-nothing play, aren't you? You're going for, I'm either going to win the round or get shut down in the smoke, and unfortunately for Stiko that round, it's the latter. And Cloud9 are wiped off the map in this first round of OT. This is also 10K start money with max rounds 3, so it's not 16K. So now that double up investment for Cloud9, if Skadoodle falls here, that is a big problem for them.
Has anyone ever figured out why we can't play with like 12K instead of like, why does it have to be 16 or 10? There's just no logic to it, is there?
No.
Because the complaint, and I think it's a valid complaint, is when you're playing with 16, especially on some maps like Dust 2, for instance, you can just buy so many rifles.
Snipers,
yeah, auto snipers and everything, and that becomes a bit ridiculous maybe. So why not just make it like 12? You know, then.
I've had this debate many of times because I fall on the side that likes the 10K. I want the obvious fix, but like if it's a choice between 10K or 16, I always like 10K.
Yeah.
But there's a very dedicated troop of 16K believers out there.
I'm leaning. No, I'm.
If you want to join the fight, Anders, get involved. I could use some backup.
I'm gonna make my own little group at 12. I think that's enough. That's what we need.
We'll have a broader discussion on this at another time. For now, Cloud9 need to win this round. That double up investment in that first round that they didn't lose, they're going to be running low on funds. Good pick off from Skadoodle. Seemed like Rush had the reaction in time, but it's much nicer to just have the op take care of an easy kill. There's one of those trademark triple nade stacks towards CT side. Doesn't do as much damage as they'd like, but all 4 players from Astralis were ready to pounce had that found a kill.
Smoke goes down towards CT spawn. Automatic really far back. Hard for him to help out Stiko, in fact, impossible at this point in time. And is he going to try and run his way through? He will. Glaive incredibly ready for it. Magus also ready, but unfortunately the wrong target. That'll happen sometimes. Now it's a 3-on-3, and Cloud9 just needs something.
Yeah, they have to go for this. Glaive did his job. 2 kills on the openings, even if Magus does take him down, but that does make this way more possible. Magus is going to be feeling very nervous. He's got to do something to make up for that. Waiting for any indication of this flank. Zipnik's watching as well. Skadoodle and Rush, meanwhile, coming through construction, coming through ruins at the moment, and this is tense.
So patient, but eventually he's going to lose the fight. Skadoodle, 1 against Device. That's a good start. Now Rush trying to make his way through. Skadoodle going to sit on the bomb. 10 seconds is so much too long, and Rush, he doesn't realize what both of them are playing out there, and that is going to probably be the end of him. He tries to make it back, but Magus with the triple at the end. What I suppose if you found his total. Listen, it all counts, Moses.
Now here's the nightmare scenario. Look at the money on Cloud9. Again, just backs against the wall. They had to fight back to get into this position in regulation. And now they have to do it, but this time they don't have the luxury of having that AWP on Skadoodle to bail them out, to start them out with a double kill. And the question becomes, you know, do you try and do something creative? And Astralis is going to know. This team is too intelligent to not realize the economic situation that Cloud9 is in. I would imagine we'd see them be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more patient to see what kind of a play Cloud9 is going to bring out.
Bit of a fight there as Automatic trying to play slightly aggressively at the corner. And it doesn't really work out. And we are seeing the, I guess this is the downside of the 10K, is you end up in this situation.
Yes.
This is what the extra 2K is for, Moses.
Right. I mean, you should never, yeah. Like I said, we can have a deeper discussion on it. I think all the arguments are well known. There is a middle ground that can't be found.
Why are we having a discussion when I'm just objectively right about this? I don't see why we're having a discussion about it. Just give me this win, Moses. I need it.
Listen, you've had more than enough wins in this lifetime. Rush gonna push through the smoke. Desperation. There goes one play. Rush is up now. Oh, no, he's not. Zipnix misses a kill, and now actually Astralis is getting picked apart. They're getting whittled down. It's all on Stiko. He's got the deagle, and you almost feel like he has to take these fights. He has to find one headshot. He's also got a kit, so the bomb is gonna be here, but Glaive's still doing work over at that A site.
I really don't know how Rush managed to find that kill. That's a little bit ridiculous, but he does. Stiko and Golden might as well go for it here. Obviously not saving anything into the next round as we'll be switching sides. So just looking for a way to make it through. Astralis done really well in overtime here, and looks like they're going to win all 3 of their T rounds, which very bad news in Cloud9. Device coming through with a triple in that round, which will put him at an overall scoreline of 43 and 19. That's actually pretty impressive.
You mean 34?
Oh yeah, 34. Listen, numbers are really hard in Denmark, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah, we read them the wrong way around, that's why.
I guess we can circle this one back to the whole, you know, thing about graduation and failures coming into esport, Anders.
Listen, yeah, I mean, luckily, I played Counter-Strike throughout my school time, and luckily that paid off, although I don't really know how. But,
none of us do.
It was a really big gamble, I'm not gonna lie.
It was a huge gamble.
It's been 19 years, Moses.
It's the longest I told you so ever.
Yeah, it really is.
18 to 15, Astralis with a 3-round lead, just needing 1 round on the defense of Inferno. And this is a team that looked like they just had the mental reset.
I actually have a placard at home that we had to do in like the 7th grade or something, where you had to put down like 2 things. So one of them had to be like something that people do well, and the other one had something that people could change and like improve around themselves. And every single one for me that my classmates did were all talks a lot about video games. Just if you could talk a little bit less about video games, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So the writing was on the wall. I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, definitely frame that. That'll be a great thing to give your son one day.
But look at me now.
Look at me now.
Still talking about video games.
Double up setup as well for the Astralis side on this defense. So perhaps giving Cloud9 the opportunity to put him in that same trap that they themselves sprung in the first half. Device with an angle down banana, and the obvious other op we're looking at is Dupree over towards lane. With Device in this position, oh, Scudo's waiting for him. That's going to be a huge duel. Device keeps creeping out just inch by inch, and this is tense. Whoever wins this would be huge for the team. No one else at that B bomb site. They've cheated Zipnix over because of the confidence in Device, and he's got to pay off for him now.
Yeah, everything on the line here in the first map for Cloud9. They need to sweep this one.
Just look at the timing on that. Device just stepped out a little bit wide of the second. Scudo gave it away.
Back, forcing a bit of panic spray. Looks like they want to see if they can continue around the corner. They're very awkwardly bunched up here at the middle. Meg is going to be taken down, Rush. They don't want to be the static they need to make some sort of a move, and Automatic going to be going down to the pre. Oh no, it looks like Cloud9, for all of their efforts and everything they put into this first map, they may have fell just short here in overtime as well. Golden going to be going down to Zipnix, and Steeple, the last man left. 1 versus 5, and you know, obviously as we found out, I'm not really a mathematician, Moses, but even I can see this is not going to be good.
It's not going to be anything special at all. Magisk shuts it down. Double kill. We saw some frustration on Magic's face earlier in the game, but that mental reset of once they got into overtime, I think everyone in the Astralis said that's the experience. Just